Hey, Roy Zesh, Connection Coach. One of the things with emotions is always figuring out where do we put them? How do we look at them? And something's kind of come to me recently is emotions are an early warning system. Okay, so you think of anything that you have an early warning system on. What I'm thinking of most right now is it's smoke detectors. So what do we know about smoke detectors? Smoke detectors give a lot of false alarms, right? That's part of, they make them sensitive enough to notify you, and they make a lot of noise, but they make them sensitive enough to notify you when there might be a problem, because the cost of a real problem is so high. And your nervous system is that same way. Your psyche is that same way. It is constantly scanning the environment for things that it perceives as a risk to you. And yes, it gives lots of false alarms. So when you think with your smoke detector, when it goes off, you have 3 different ways you can react. The first way is evacuate the house. Grab the kids, grab the stuff, dogs, whatever, run out the door, get out of the house. And there are times that's the right answer. But you don't want to do that every time. The other thing you can do is you can ignore it. So just sit there and let it go off till the batteries run out or till it decides there's not any smoke. That could be very deadly at certain times. So what you want to do is take the time to evaluate, to sit down and think, okay, let me check, is there smoke? Is there, what's going on? Is it smoke from a known source? You know, something was burning in the oven. You go through that process. And so that's the same thing we want to do with our emotions. Is we want to go through the process of investigating, why did this alarm go off? And do I need to do something about it quickly, slowly, or not at all? And kind of put it into that process. And so that's what we try to do with everything. We want to try to slow down our psyche so it's not getting just spinning out of control, so that we can take the time to look at it and make a wise decision about what to do with the message that our emotions are sending us. So again, they're sending us messages, and sometimes those messages can be life-saving. So we need to listen to them, but we need to evaluate them when we have time, and most of the time you do. Take the time to evaluate the message before you act on it, instead of just jumping to action. You know, again, you're driving down the highway, someone starts to move into your lane, you don't have time to do that. You need to figure out a way to get out of that lane with them, or both of you are going to be on the side of the road. But when you have time to evaluate the message and figure out, how should I respond to this message? What's the best, healthiest way for me to respond to this message? That's what we're looking for. Again, emotions are an early warning system, and they will give false alarms, so we just need to realize that's part of the process and work through it. So, thanks.